I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it is. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on?
Thank you for listening to our RedCycloneInc podcast about anything and everything in the world of pop culture and beyond.
Yes.
The aliens is coming. No. Did you ever get to see Mars Attacks?
Mars Attacks? Yes, I have seen Mars Attacks.
I can only remember the song that kills them.
Yeah.
I forget what that was. Like doo-wop or something kills them? Makes their heads explode. Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of green men,
Yeah.
how about that Shredder?
Yeah. Shredder became the Green Ranger, and the Power Ranger and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle team up.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, Boom Studios and IDW are teaming up for that comic book. It is 5 issues long. 2 of them are out already in comic book stands or digital, whatever. I'm reading digital, so that's where I'm getting them. The third one I think releases this week or next week, and I can't wait. I think the team up is pretty cool so far.
So, like you said, it's a weekly book or?
No, it's a monthly book.
Okay.
Yeah. So both of them came out like last month.
Are they standard size comics or are they bigger? What are they?
They're regular size. About 48 pages. No, they're like about 48 pages, 30 something pages. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're pretty like long. They have a lot of story into them.
I don't know about Boom. Is that Boom Studios or is that somebody else?
It's Boom Studios and IDW.
So I don't know who their mascots that are in there. Damn, what would you call it? Their Hostess cake like little ads. They have. Does any other comic company have like bootleg ads selling something else with their comics, with their universe's characters in them?
It's not. I don't think they do that anymore.
I would love, like, because I know certain companies still have merchandise. So like Boom Studios has like, I don't know.
They say like I think the last page of Boom Studio Comics is pretty much just like stuff that's coming out in their line. But
like, would you like to buy a Green Ranger plush, and it's just narrated by like Bulk and Skull?
No, they don't do that.
That would be funny.
Yeah, so the first 2 issues came out. Pretty much you have Tommy in the Foot Soldier, being a Foot Soldier, trying to infiltrate the Foot, but Shredder, he didn't know that Shredder was technically just using him to get the power coin.
So wait, does he know that the Foot doesn't do good things?
Yeah, but that's why he was trying to infiltrate. I think so the story is one of his friends became a Foot Soldier, and he was
one of Tommy's friends,
like a close friend and shit like that. So he went in to infiltrate the team, to save him, to get him out. But then he had it kind of on the cover and everything like that. Shredder pretty much knew who he was and what he could do. He was just waiting for him to morph so he could see how he does it.
Really? Wow.
And he was like, "Oh, that's how you do it? Okay, I don't need you no more."
Wow. Jeez.
So, yeah.
So you telling me if I was to ambush a Power Ranger, knock him over, and just copy the stance, I got it?
Yeah, it's because you're just saying in Morphin time and you're pressing the 2 buttons.
That's it. But the stance is necessary?
I'll say yes.
All right. Okay.
You need to do the stance.
All right.
I don't think you need to, but I would like to. I would like to think.
I see the picture of Shredder. He got the hand. At least he has the hands going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's presenting properly.
I like the fact that it's pretty much his Shredder costume, like over the Green Ranger suit, like him having the power change the suit completely. And I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, all right. So anyone, like, if say for instance, Zack grabbed the suit, like maybe it would change a little different because he had the suit. It's not, like it is the main suit. He just like adds the samurai look on his helmet, and then he also has more. He actually has like blades in the gold.
So does that mean it depends on what you're wearing?
Maybe I don't know.
I mean, the cost. I think there has to be maybe your will or your mind influences, like your imagination or something. 'Cause I imagine the Power Rangers, they didn't think about it. They just this is what you're supposed to wear.
Yeah. See, I honestly think it's just for look appeal. That's the reason why they did it. But
I get that. But I would like it if they did say, "Oh yeah, it's because of X."
Yeah, because I feel Shredder has a mentality of what he always wants to look like. So basically, when he morphed, it went more into something that he would wear.
Yeah. That's what I would like to think. You
know what? We'll think that. That's how we'll keep that.
If I want to be the Brown Ranger, can I be the Brown? No.
Yes, you can. Well, I guess you're gonna still have the color because he still is the Green Ranger.
Is there an actual Brown Ranger?
No.
Can't be. No.
It's doo-doo.
You can't do that to the children.
They have not made a Brown Ranger. There was no. There was one. Well, he's not really brown. He was kind of like mustard looking.
Wow. All right.
But yeah, there's no Brown Ranger.
The Tan Ranger or something like that.
Tan.
The Tan Ranger. Yeah, there you go.
They don't have a tan one either. He'll look like Aaron Stevens.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the Turtle comic book, the Turtle team up is pretty cool so far. 2 issues are out. Definitely check them out. By Boom Studios and IDW. The IDW been doing a great job in Ninja Turtles, and then Boom Studios been doing an amazing job with Power Rangers. So this is a great team up. I'm happy with it.
That's cool. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna go this far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you told me about it, and I looked into it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then like to see that this is already issue 2, and they're already going, off the rails like this. Yeah. I'm definitely interested in seeing where they go now.
Yeah, me too. I want to see where it goes, because he was using Rita too to get to Tommy. So like Shredder was already doing his influence and just fucking with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is true. He's never one to be second fiddle. He's like Doom.
Yeah.
He's got to be the boss.
Yeah.
Almost too much like Doom. He just stole the Silver Surfer's powers. Is basically what happened.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Surfboard.
So, what does that put? Because in that universe, I don't understand how strong a Power Ranger is. What is a Power Ranger capable of in the Ninja Turtles, like in that shared world?
So technically, the way they have it's not like a portal or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They exist in the same world.
That's what I figure. Yeah.
So they just I guess the Power Rangers just enhances your strength and everything like that. They never go like full of like what exactly, how much power, like how much they can lift and everything. They never really actually go into that.
Okay.
You just think they have power. That's about it.
Because the only thing I wonder is, in fighting somebody enhanced by morphing, is it even, or like the turtles, because they're mutants, strong enough to like, oh, we could just fight them like it's a regular fight?
I think the fact that the turtles are very skilled fighters, I think they still give them a challenge.
But if they fight Shredder, and you add his skill to the morphing, wouldn't that make him like damn near a god in that sense?
Yeah, that's why he wanted it.
Man, that's cool. I want to see that.
I wonder if we're gonna get the turtles morphing.
I would like it. Is Retsu in that world? The bald headed dude?
I don't think he is.
Just second in command. Oh, okay. No.
I would like to see the turtles morph.
That'd be interesting.
If they can morph,
what would they shape be? Would they just get a suit over the shells and stuff?
Yeah, well, I like seeing how Shredder's is. I think they would get something that would adjust to what their body is.
They would just have some style.
Yeah,
it'd probably just be some really cool looking thing.
Yeah,
but in reality, you would think it would just be it'd be a Power Ranger suit with a turtle shell.
Yeah,
it's just make me like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But definitely check it out. Also check out us talking about Ninja Turtles. Shell Shock is our new podcast for all things Ninja Turtles. We did a recording yesterday. We did a review of the first movie, and God, I love that movie.
Who's on the show?
Tenacious T. It's only Tenacious T.
Yep, no, just saying. You got to shout him out.
Shout him out. I see his ass all the time, so I get tired of his ass. But yeah, Tenacious T. Yeah, he did the cast with us. We also got another Trekkie and another the Morphin cast all recorded. We have Jetman. We kind of went back in time to do Jetman, and then we also did another Trekkie for Return of the Jedi.
Nice.
Which I think that was one of our best. I think that was one of our funnest ones because Return of the Jedi is very mixed reviewed. Not everyone likes that one. I personally don't like it. But so we got really in depth in what things that they did, especially with the Lucas cuts and shit like that. The one that he. So in '97, that's when they started existing because that's when they re-released them in theaters.
Okay.
With the Lucas pieces back into it. So basically, they put Hayden Christensen as the Anakin that died and all that shit. They added things like that.
Can you find the originals anyway?
You could probably find them like honestly, not digitally, but you could find them probably like on Showbox and shit like that. As in like to buy it on Blu-ray and shit like that. They have not released them.
They have not. Oh wow,
no,
that's interesting.
Because they were owned by Fox, but now they own the rights to the movie productions.
That happened this week too. That was a big news story that Disney just took all the Fox names off the studios.
Yep.
Damn. So they have the other names. They have the surnames. So there's 20th Century Production.
Yeah.
I forgot what that one is.
And Searchlight. Yeah. Well, I understand. Like it's not Fox no more.
But still, I'm like, damn.
Like fuck
that's so quick. This is for the X-Men.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's interesting that what they're gonna do with that. But like the fact that Star Wars, the original cuts are Fox, maybe they will re-release them, maybe put them on the Disney Plus and have an additional one. So you have original cuts and then Lucas cuts. I would like that because I think what the Star Wars movies do, and what we kind of go into on the podcast is, I said pretty much. When you first watched the original cuts, you had the mystery of who is Luke's father. Like you had no clue Darth Vader was his father. With the Lucas cuts, it kind of pushes the way that is his father.
I see.
Yeah, so you had that big like unveil in the original cuts. Like you did not know. You had to wait till the next one come out to actually find out. This one, like now, you kind of know. They kind of like bait you into the whole knowing.
But that's only Return of the Jedi that puts all
all three of them.
All three, they put all the clues.
Yeah.
Like in your face.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
As in, he mentions his father instead of actually learning that it was his father.
So there's lines that were changed as well as like just completely different scenes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you changed the lines.
So yeah, I was a little disappointed. Like again, Return of the Jedi was alright, but yeah, check out Night of Trekkie. Will be sometime in the future on the SoundCloud. We could catch it on the YouTube TV. We did it live on there, so basically you could actually listen to it on there.
Did we go back and did you have any opinions of certain events that happened in that movie that you didn't remember?
So my thing, a lot of the things had to do with like the whole Jabba the Hutt thing, and like I remember like in one of the Lucas cuts in the first movie. That's when he actually like talks to Han Solo. So in the original movie, you're not supposed to know that he knows. Like you're not supposed. He's not supposed to be seen with Han Solo. Han Solo doesn't see him until Return of the Jedi. Yeah. In the original cuts, in the Lucas cuts, he sees him in the first movie, and Jabba was a lot smaller and everything like that. So I was like, "Yo, he just got fat? Like he just became like the Don?" And he was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna eat shit, and I can do all the work." He was a lot smaller in the first movie.
You said he's a lot smaller in the last movie.
In the first movie,
no. You said this was a review. The last cast was about Jedi, right? The last one?
The last one was Empire. The one we did yesterday was Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, so I'm asking about Return of the Jedi. Was there anything when you went back that it clarified you on stuff like something? Did you see something you didn't remember? Did anything you saw when you went back this time, did it change your mind on stuff?
I didn't like the movie more.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to get to. Like,
yeah,
this is a fresh viewing, so I want to know.
I had my problems with the movie. I actually really did have my problems with the movie. And one thing that really bothered me, it was like, yo, Luke is like a self-proclaimed Master Jedi. It's not like he earned the title.
Okay.
Because he didn't finish his training with Yoda.
Gotcha.
So he's just calling himself a Jedi Master without the fucking training. I was like, you self-proclaimed motherfucker.
Damn. I mean, well, technically, aren't you the Master if you beat the Master?
No.
Because if he beat, wait, who did he beat?
Nobody.
Did Luke actually beat?
Nobody. He lost. He fucking lost his hand too.
He never actually beat, right?
No?
He never beat like Vader or the Emperor or anybody? He never did anything?
No.
Oh, jeez.
He didn't beat nobody. And then he didn't finish the training with Yoda. So basically, he's not a Jedi Master.
Wow. That's changing my opinion on a lot of stuff. I was thinking about that. I'm seriously sitting here like, man, I remember going on this journey with Luke Skywalker, and he became like this master adventurer. But I'm thinking back to it, even in the movie that's my favorite, he lost. So who did he ever beat?
He beat nobody. Because even technically, the Emperor fucking Darth Vader threw him off the fucking thing.
Yeah,
he didn't win.
So yeah, like wow, huh? Yeah, I mean,
he beat the Rancor.
Right. He beat the Rancor. Okay, all right. And the Tauntaun, right?
And the
Tauntaun.
Yeah,
and then he slept.
Yeah. No, he didn't beat the. He did beat the Tauntaun because he did the Force and got the saber and cut his head off.
Yeah. So okay, that's it.
Yeah.
He beat the Tauntaun. There you go.
He's still not a Jedi Master. Like, he was self-proclaimed.
So why the hell would Rey go take lessons from this guy who never won a fight?
To everyone else, he was a Jedi Master, I guess. Because when I watched this movie, I was like, yo, he self-proclaimed himself. And he was like, and Dominic was like, really? Like, yeah, think about it. He didn't finish his training. Yoda didn't call me like, oh, you're a Jedi Master now or anything like that. It's Yoda's call to say that.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then also Obi-Wan. And then Obi-Wan just told him like the basic shit. Like, yo, I've been telling you this shit the whole time. Listen.
Well, did he fight Vader at all in this movie, or did they only?
They started a fight in the beginning when they got together on and Palpatine's shit. So they started a fight, and then Palpatine got tired of shit. He saw Vader losing. That's when he cut Vader's like arm off and shit. And then he started doing the jazz hand electric fingers on him, and then Vader was like, no, and then grabbed him, got electrocuted, and then threw him off.
Gotcha.
So technically, he was losing.
Outside interference.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, he was a self-proclaimed Jedi Master. That's fucking bullshit.
See, that's something I learned today. I haven't seen that movie in years, but when you put the pieces together and you look at the lore, up until the last movie, people seem to hold him in this high regard, but he actually never won a fight. Damn. Yeah. That's messed up.
Well, he won one fight. He destroyed the Death Star. He destroyed the Death Star, so he won one fight.
No, but I mean, like, I'm talking about, damn, he just burst a bubble. Like, he never won a lightsaber fight.
Yeah.
He never, like, against another Jedi or the Sith or anything.
No.
He lost the first fight, and the second fight when he was going to win,
his father's
disqualification.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What? All right. That's messed up. I think it's a different way about Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we got all those casts coming up within this month. Shell Shock, I'm excited about. This is the review of the first movie, by far my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie to death. Like, I could rewatch it and still laugh at the same shit. So that's one of my favorite movies. And then the Morphin cast is on Jetman. Probably one of the best seasons I've watched of the Super Sentai.
Gotcha. And that's an earlier one. So you said it's before
Zoo Ranger.
Zoo Ranger,
which is Mighty Morphin. Yeah.
Yes, which is what we're familiar with.
Yes.
And you said that was around what time frame?
90.
90. Okay.
Yeah. So that was like season 15 of Super Sentai.
Gotcha.
That was really good. I enjoyed it.
So highly recommend Jetman.
Yes, I really highly recommend. It was very, very, very good. A lot of character development. I think the villains were some of the best ones they have done, and just crazy. Like the ending was just so fucked up.
Did they lose?
No, okay. Oh god, like, it's a weird thing to explain because there's a lot of shit going on. So once they win, they beat the bad guy and everything like that. The Pink Ranger lines up marrying the Red Ranger, and they have their wedding and things like that. You go into another scene of the Black Ranger buying flowers and stuff, and a lady gets her purse stolen, so he goes after her. When he's going after her, they go into a fight and shit like that. Him going like that, the dude pulls out a knife and stabs his ass. And then after he stabbed him, like he still beat him. He still kicked his ass, shit like that. But after he got stabbed, he still went to the wedding. So while they're getting married and stuff like that, they see him on a bench. And he's on the bench, just saying respect and everything like that. While he got stabbed, he didn't even go to the hospital. He's fucking still stabbed. He was like bleeding out and shit. And then towards the ending, once they said I do, and they all celebrate and shit like that, the Red Ranger catches him in the eye and sees the blood on his chest. And then he just dies on the bench while they all leave and just leave his ass there. That's just really fucked up.
What was the Black Ranger's like?
The Black Ranger was a badass. So he was a alright. So the way I described it on the podcast is Cyclops and Wolverine. Their relationship was Cyclops and Wolverine. Red Ranger and the Black Ranger had a Cyclops and Wolverine relationship, and there was a triangle thing with the Pink Ranger.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
The Pink Ranger wanted the Red Ranger, and the Black Ranger wanted the Pink Ranger.
That's not like it. That's not like them at all. The Pink Ranger's Jean had an interest in Wolverine too. The Pink Ranger. Well, that sounds kind of creepy.
but in the middle and during the series, they kind of like showed interest on each other and stuff like that too. So basically, it goes like that. But their rivalry was like
actual development. There.
Yeah. Okay. But the Black Ranger was like, he was a pool shark. He was a gambler. He was a drinker. Like he was the badass. He was pretty much like didn't want to listen to nobody. He wanted to do everything himself. He cared about his bike and things like that. The Red Ranger was the goody two shoes and the leader and all these things, but he didn't like him. They actually fought many times in the series. This is the first time you actually had Ranger versus Ranger action, as in like not being evil. They just fought each other. They're like, "Fuck you! You're not leading me, and I want to fight you." So it was really cool shit like that.
That reminds me of like SPD.
Yeah, but it didn't go to this length.
But it's a different reason. No, I know it was different, but it reminds me of the beginning seasons of like they would really get into scraps.
Yeah, no,
these wanting to be the
they were trying to kill each other. Like, well, the Black Ranger was trying to actually kill the Red Ranger.
Oh damn!
Yeah, he didn't like him. Like he was like, "Fuck you," and I ain't listening to your shit. And then they smoked cigarettes and all that shit. You had a robot smoking cigarettes, and it was just it was, yeah, that was. He just smoked cigarettes and drank wine.
Oh man,
it was a really interesting season. It was really fun. If I say the one to recommend just to watch, just to see what's going on, check out that one. Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it.
Okay, definitely gotta put that up. In the
list. Yeah, that ending was just so fucked up, and I was just like, wow, that's. I was like, what? And they couldn't transform it,
as in like even if they went into the suit, it doesn't like heal you and stuff.
So I think they didn't have their morphers anymore. So basically, they all gave up because they defeated the. Well, he didn't really technically defeat him. He was still alive. He was just saying, "I'll get you in the next dimension" or some shit. But I don't think he was actually dead. But they were done. So basically, they didn't have their powers with them, and he went to be a good guy and stuff like that. And he got stabbed. He got stabbed really badly. But instead of going to the hospital and missing the wedding, he went to the wedding with the flowers and everything like that, and then he died on the bench.
Wow.
I was just like, that's sad. It's messed up.
It is. That's way deeper, way darker than any American series would get for that.
Yeah. It was fucked up. I was like, damn. What the fuck?
Let's get on that Netflix reboot for Power Rangers and make it something like that.
Maybe the animation one they're planning to do.
Really? You think so?
They're planning an animated version.
I don't think it would go like that.
I think the animated version would be based more toward the Boom Studio comics.
Well, that's not a bad decision.
So if they do that, I think the 100% would be a bit more mature.
Because from what you said, it sounds really good. And then you said you also went back and got Shattered from the Grid.
Yeah.
Shattered Grid, so you could read everything, right?
Yeah, because that was where I was up to.
that's the thing I meant to tell you. Like, it was really good news.
Yeah.
About the team for the game.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
they have a league now.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they
enough players like play the game competitively that they have a league, and they're actually going to have tournaments leading up to Evo.
Nice.
So like, they're going to be at majors, every major tournament going up until Evo.
That's good. That's really good for the game. I'm glad.
That's amazing, actually. Like, that's pretty cool. That's like, that reminds me pretty much of what happened with Skullgirls.
Yeah.
Was then like the fans got behind it. It was a really small thing, and then boom, a little league around it. So that's man, Power Rangers is in a good direction right now.
Yeah, man. They're doing. I think what Hasbro is doing with them is just like letting the creators create, and they just reaping the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you should do it. I'm just saying, Disney does. Honestly, that's what Disney's doing with Star Wars, and like Disney doesn't really have like a strong grip on anything. They're like, all right, you got it. I trust you, and boom, they do the movies. They do it better. Well, Star Wars movies have its problems, but the Marvel movies they great.
Oh, so this is from the website PC Games, and I don't know it.
Yeah.
I just googled this because I wanted to see the official thing behind it. But actually, the league kicks off this weekend.
Oh, cool.
Wait. Yeah, it actually is this weekend, and it's going. Yeah, because they're showing the date, because they're going from, I guess, now up until July 31st through August 2nd, which is Evo.
Okay.
And this one is called, the first tournament they're going to have their whole league starting at is called Frosty Faustings. So, damn, check them out, man. Like, oh, they even have a trailer for it? I didn't know that. Jesus, dude. I should probably subscribe to them.
Yeah. What are they called?
It's just called Battle for the Grid.
Okay.
They have an official YouTube page, but now they're. Cool. I'll send you the video. They have like a whole thing. It just says the league and everything. That's really cool. So,
that's good for the game.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm happy for it. The game is good. Like, it got a lot better than it was when it started. So at least it had this time to build and build a community. So I'm glad. I'm happy that it's going into it.
Got to evolve. Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's good. That's good signs, and that's good. A good sign that they will probably get a sequel eventually.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you tell me the phone game or whatever the original game was had a lot of characters?
Yeah, Legacy had a shitload of characters.
So I imagine if they continue to do well, they're just gonna take all the characters, which is like,
I wouldn't mind. I would not mind that at all, because I would like to see a lot of like Andros and a couple other like my favorites, RJ and shit. I would like to see all of them in the game.
That's true.
But yeah, it leaves a door open to have another season of DLC and all that stuff as well. That's where fighting games are kind of doing nowadays.
Well, look, that's what Smash did just recently.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good segue going into Smash Brothers.
I mean, it's a trend, man. They're all hopping on it because they know it's a better way to do it.
Yeah,
than just beam you for DLC.
Yeah,
like, you can't do that.
But also, it gives them time to really fix the game and work the game as well. And especially if they're doing it for tournament play and things like that, you need at least time to learn these games and shit like that. So at least they're not like trying to prop sequels like every fucking year. They're letting the game like base and really adding more features and more characters and more stuff, so it just stays fresh. Yeah,
it's a better choice to evolve the game instead of just dump it and go for a sequel.
And every fighting game is doing that now. It's from Street Fighter V, Tekken, the last Tekken, Soul Calibur, they all did it. So it's good. I think it's good for fighting games, especially if you're really interested in the fighting game and you're going to take the time and everything like that. The season passes are more for that, like to keep you on the game, and
it's a better value that way.
Exactly. So I can see, I can see them adding another season, which will be season 2. Season 1 was already.
Yeah. Oh, really? Even up to the last character? That was all season 1?
No, that's all season 1. Yeah.
Wow.
Was it? No, it is season 2. Because season 1 was with the other ones. It was the blue movie. It was I think no. The first season was Gen.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow ranger that's with the dragon armor.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 2 seasons. So season 3, I think it would be another 4 characters or 3 characters. See what happens.
Yeah,
Hopefully
that's
Andros
true.
is one. I like to see Andros.
Yeah, but like you said before, good segue to talk about Smash
Yeah.
and their newest reveal that nobody expected. Nobody could guess it was this character, and
no one cared.
I don't even remember the name of the character.
I think the people care. The one thing people cared about were everything else outside the characters, and then the next season pass.
This is true. Scott Steiner, stop trying to interrupt the show.
Even he didn't like the characters.
He was just ranting and raving and calling people fat asses.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand that, man. Stop it.
But yeah, we got another Fire Emblem characters. To the girl and the guy, same character.
I think their name is Byleth.
Violet, yeah.
And I think what they do usually in the Fire Emblem world is because of the way you can play the game as a male or female. I think it was because it's like a main character.
Okay.
It's a male version and a female version.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they have the picture.
All right.
Yeah, they actually did it was 3 days ago. They did a Smash Ultimate Sakurai Presents.
Okay.
But there was the whole thing over it. So many people thought it was Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
And it's kind of Devil May Cry's the Twitter account's fault, like their social media. William Regal, what are you doing?
There's Regal and Scott Steiner, full fucking hijacking shit.
I think Scott Steiner causes trouble, and then William Regal has to come mop it up.
Oh man, but yeah.
Oh no. So what had ended up happening was there. I don't know if you got to see it. There was a release for the Switch, Nintendo Switch, of Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah. And
so what Capcom had done was they did some teasing of something that was supposed to come out the 16th.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, people kind of, I don't even know how they kind of guessed it because there was no real hints left about it, but so many people just figured that they were going to add something called style switching, which wasn't in the game because that was, Devil May Cry 3 is an older game.
Yeah.
And usually you think it's a quick cash grab. Oh, we're just gonna port this up from the HD collection from years ago.
Yeah.
But apparently Capcom had done some work. I guess that's a good thing of all that Monster Hunter money.
Yeah.
So they added in this new thing, and the day the 16th, the 1/16th, 2020, was the same day of the Smash Brothers, the Sakurai Presents.
Yeah.
So people were speculating their asses off. Oh no, man, it's gonna be some Devil May Cry news. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a character. Oh yeah. Dante, I was hyped too, not gonna lie. But then the 16th comes and I think it's one of the lead producers for DMC3 or just Devil May Cry in general, gives a breakdown of the style switching mechanic, and people are like, boo. And then all you saw was just mad memes of people like just shitting on Devil May Cry fans, like, oh, you thought it was going to be Dante, didn't you? There was some good ones.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have been happy if it was Dante because it got a lukewarm. Like everyone was like, another Fire Emblem guy.
Yeah, that was the thing. So many people are like, at first it was like, all right, Fire Emblem, we don't know what that is, and now there's like 17.
I actually like seeing that. Like I saw like the bonus costumes for the Miis and stuff like that. They had a shitload of those.
Yes,
those were cool, and one of them was Cuphead.
And it actually has like game accurate, like his actions and stuff, like his little projectiles and all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, those costumes, they do a lot of work.
I would have put Cuphead in as a fighter. Maybe he's one of the 6.
Why not?
Maybe he is. I hope so. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, they could break the rules. They could put 17 Fire Emblem characters in, right? Like, why not?
Yeah.
Cuphead as a regular character.
And what's funny is like a shitload of Fire Emblem characters. I don't play as none of them.
Nobody does because I don't want to say that because they're very popular now.
Yeah.
But like 10 years ago, nobody knew what it was because it was like one game had coming out, one or two games kept coming out.
Oh, okay.
Every so often because it was just kind of impenetrable.
Yeah.
Because it's not a regular RPG game.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem has permadeath, and that's too difficult for like Western audiences.
Yeah.
I've heard so many people go, I would get into Fire Emblem, but I don't want my character to die. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So that's just how it went. Now there's too many. An embarrassment.
So this is why they killed off the characters.
I would just also I wanted to go back to say something about our best of the decade stuff.
Okay.
And I thought about some of the things I put up as like my favorites and things, and I go, you know what? Unfortunately, because I was on the spot thinking about a lot of them, some of them are inaccurate because I think back and I think about how much time I spent with other things that weren't mentioned. Like for instance, content producer, I forgot to mention Avoiding the Puddle. And I bring him up because he's now playing Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 3.
Yeah.
Oh man. I will put some links to his gameplay in the description for this video. Mm-hmm. All I gotta say is when you put somebody who knows what type of game that is with the personality that Aris has, it's just hilarity because it's just the most silly shit, dude.
Yeah.
And it has a casino in it, and his one vice in every game is a casino. So there's this episode of getting lost in the casino. He's gotten thrown out of casinos in video games. Like he got kicked out of the GTA 5 casino when it opened for winning too much. I didn't know that happened. But anyway, okay, so that was the Smash news.
Yeah.
Hey Merc, do you want to go to Nintendo Land?
Yes, in Japan. So there was actually, and this was on the 13th. This was last week. Yeah.
They unveiled not the actual park, but I guess they're letting everybody know, hey, it's almost time.
Yeah.
So let's enjoy this music video.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Super Nintendo World.
Yeah.
In Japan, and that's gonna be at the Japanese Universal Studios. I'm assuming there's more than one. Maybe there's only one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically what it is a Nintendo themed section of the park.
Yeah.
I don't know how big it's gonna be. I assume it's gonna be huge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna rival Disney World or anything, but I'm interested to know what they're gonna do there. Like, is there gonna be a Donkey Kong barrel ride? Can I get in a barrel and be thrown over a waterfall? Can I go down a green pipe?
Yeah.
And come out of another pipe somewhere? Like it's in the video.
There you could go. There have pipes and stuff. I don't know where to go, but there are pipes and all that shit.
Well, let me tell you, Mark. If a green pipe opens up in your house, it's going to Universal Studios Japan, because in this music video, it happens to a multicultural, what would you call, a rainbow of people.
Okay.
So just so you know, Nintendo World is for everyone. Yeah. Super Nintendo World is for the kids, and even if you live in a third world country, if you for some reason your parents neglected to feed you and they bought you a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Because third world country, times is hard. I'm just saying, they make the world look like a real nice place in this thing. You would want to definitely live there.
Yeah.
So all green pipes that open up mysteriously in your living room will take you to Super Nintendo World. I don't know. I hope it does well. The song doesn't do much for me. I was telling you, apparently it's a big deal. There's like some kind of, it's not dubstep.
Okay.
It's like club music. It's like EDM. EDM song. It's not doing it for me. I don't like it.
Yeah. So,
lots of hats though. If you played, what's the game that came out for Switch? Odyssey?
Yeah.
Lots of Nintendo hats. Lots of hats.
Oh, cool. That'd be cool.
There you go.
That'd be fun. It looks like it's gonna be fun.
They didn't give a date, but they did say summer this year.
Okay.
So I think it was specifically July. No, not July. It just said summer. Nope. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Those stuff.
Something I was gonna bring up. Where is it? I just saw it.
Hide your kids, hide your princess. Bowser's coming.
Something I was gonna bring up. Oh yeah, Hasbro's is making 6-inch GI Joe wave, and it's gonna be the Black Series of GI Joes. It's pretty much like the Star Wars Black Series and Marvel Legends.
Black Series.
Huh?
What you mean the Black Series?
Well, Star Wars has the one called the Black Series, which is it's their Marvel Legends version
Is
of
it
the
all
Star Wars
just Lando figures? It's
Lando
Lando with a
Calrissian.
blue cape. It's Lando with a gold cape.
It's Donald
Lando with
Glover
white-
Lando.
Yeah, Donald Glover.
It's Colt 45 Lando.
It's called. Oh Lord. I don't remember that.
So they're producing 6-inch GI Joe figures. I think they're gonna start with Scarlet, Duke, Destro, Snake Eyes, and Roadblock. Those are gonna be the first 5 in the wave. Think about Marvel Legends, but GI Joe. That's what's going to look
Okay, wait, hold on. The series name is Black Series, Black.
It's GI Joe the Black Series. Yeah.
Yeah, the Black Series. Okay, so I'm trying to look for like.
They have not showed the figures yet. They haven't released the. Pretty much, they just said that it's coming.
Yeah, I see it. They're talking about it. Oh, but they interesting though. They are talking about the they do have some throwback stuff to the old ones. I forgot about what the backing looked like. Is it gonna be a throwback line, as in like the cardboard wise?
I feel that I feel like they may have like I could see them having like fan service with that.
Yeah.
I could see that, but
that would be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
I think I had most of these. I had
Yeah.
a lot of G.I. Joes when I was younger. But the number one problem is you play too rough.
yeah,
Snap mid half. That rubber band in the middle.
yeah,
DOA.
yeah. So the first wave again, Snake Eyes, Duke, Destro, Scarlet, and Roadblock. I'm a little disappointed that there's no Cobra Commander.
No.
That would be the one I would get, the Cobra Commander.
I would get Destro and not Cobra Commander.
I
first.
don't know. But then again, who knows? They might have a Build-A-Figure. Are they going to build figures? I don't know.
It's almost like putting Serpentor in the first.
Yeah.
Like what? That wasn't until a movie. Get out
Yeah.
of here.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's coming.
Okay. I like that. G.I. Joe getting the Hasbro. Wait, are they getting that treatment as in like figure wise? You know?
Yeah.
Or just because they haven't shown anything you can't tell?
Well, they haven't done G.I. Joe in a while, so that's something they probably want to relaunch.
If they get like Lightning Collection level of like articulation and stuff,
Yeah.
like that'd be cool.
And then also, you also have the Snake Eyes movie coming, like
What?
this
Who's
year.
playing? Who's playing Snake Eyes?
I have no clue, but I know
Is
there's
this
a
still
movie
the same
coming.
guy from the movie? Like the last two?
No, it's not Ray Park.
Gotcha. Damn, I forgot it was Ray Park.
Yeah, it was Ray Park.
Yeah.
It's a different guy. I forgot who it was though. Like I saw the casting of it. It seems like it would be okay. The director, I'm not sure about him either. So
Do you always have you ever wondered why Ray Park has never like helmed a movie?
because he has a really strong accent.
No, because he's a bad actor. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen the King of Fighters movie?
No.
Yo, he is awful as Rugal. Oh, he's the main villain. He's bad.
Yeah, I never watched it.
You need to watch that. That's
Yeah.
a movie you and Tommy need to sit down and watch. That's
King
like
of
one of
Fighters.
those. That's like one of those. You know, get you some Lagunitas or whatever.
Yeah,
Shout out the sponsor. Tell them to sponsor you for watching that bad movie.
yeah. Unsponsor sponsors.
It's not good.
Oh man,
My friend
Yeah.
let me sit down. I know. I asked him to see it because he had it, and Tekken.
Yeah.
Tekken's
You know
not
what?
good either, but Tekken
You
is
know,
way better than that.
I think we should have a special cast. Maybe we do something. Maybe sometime in February
Mhm.
that we go through all the fighting game movies,
All right, yeah, that's a good idea.
the live action movies,
Yeah. I mean,
and then maybe we could go into the animated movies.
what's better than Mortal Kombat right off the bat? I'm trying to think.
Nothing.
Is there no, seriously, I'm trying to think. Like, is there anything fighting?
Nothing.
Strictly fighting. Street Fighter, no.
Nothing. Tekken wasn't that great.
Tekken's not that.
Tekken
good.
2
Tekken
was even worse.
AOF is abysmal.
DOA is bad.
I heard DOA is bad in a good way after a while.
DOA has his perks. It was a fun movie. I'll say that was a fun movie, but it still wasn't good. King of Fighters, like you said, it was bad. Street Fighter, you know what that dumpster fire was.
Also, don't forget they tried more than once.
And we didn't talk about. I know. Oh fuck, we gotta watch Chun-Li.
Legend of Chun-Li. I heard that was.
Oh fuck. Oh, but that makes me that makes it that I gotta make you get to watch Legend of Chun-Li and see how horrible that shit is. So yeah.
I mean, I'll just look at Kristen Kirk. Where'd she go? She's gone.
Oh,
she stopped acting.
Yeah, after that movie.
Damn.
I'll quit too. Like fuck this. My agent sucks.
See the end. You asking me to watch somebody assassinate their career on film? I don't want to see that.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
you're gonna see the hurricane kick. Oh god, it was terrible.
Line as Charlie Nash in that movie is awful in the best way.
Yeah.
So I got
Yeah. So you know what? That'll be something we plan. It'll be all fighting game movie podcast, and we could talk about how bad. Like we need a good fighting game movie besides Mortal Kombat. Because part 2 wasn't good either.
Oh, it was awful.
I think I have one highlight of that movie.
The part where they threw Jade in the pit.
The Scorpion Sub-Zero fight.
No, go back.
Yeah,
I've seen clips of it. It's not no.
I thought it was
cool too.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool too. You got to go back.
Yeah,
recently.
Oh,
it's real. All of that movie is real.
Well, we're getting a new one. A new Mortal Kombat movie's coming, so hopefully they do a better job.
Hopefully,
because the first one was really good. So
it's interesting, and the funny thing about that the guy who I think that's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah,
who's famous for the Resident Evil movies.
Oh, cool. Yes, he did. Yeah,
and then he's doing a Monster Hunter movie. I'm so scared.
So. Have you seen the trailer of the Monster Hunter movie?
No, I haven't.
No.
Look good?
It didn't look. It looks interesting because what they were thinking about doing, like how they doing it. So I was like, it could be interesting.
All I know is that the main male lead is Tony Jaa, right?
Yeah.
Or he just in the movie.
Yeah, he's in it. He's the male lead.
Okay, because like.
And Djokovic, Mila Djokovic.
She's in the movie, right?
She has to be. That's her husband.
Gotcha.
That's her husband directing, so she's.
I hope it's not like Ultraviolet.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie?
It's terrible.
It's a visual spectacle, but it's the most boring movie ever.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
It was bad. Yeah. So moving on from that. A lot of games got delayed.
Unfortunate, but I don't want broken games, so take your time.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. And the one I was a little sad about, but then again, it gives me time to play other things. Is Cyberpunk. I was really looking forward to that one. I think that was the one I really wanted to play.
So how long is their release? Their release
to September.
Man,
September is gonna be a really crowded month.
So they went from April to September, and then Final Fantasy went from March to April.
Yeah.
And then I was telling you about the Iron Man VR thing. I only bring that up not because it's like something to look out for, but I heard the tech is actually really, really good.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about it. Like I listened to kind of funny games, and they were really talking about like he was really praising like how fun it was to like actually feel like you're Iron Man and stuff. So. It would be an interesting movie in that sense, but an interesting game. But let's see. They got delayed as well.
And that, speaking of Iron Man, that's right. Square Enix is also doing the Avengers game, and that got delayed.
Yep. And that one, I felt like it needed it.
Yeah, but I don't think that's delay is gonna help it unless they bring in some people who know how to make that game look more fun.
Yeah. Like I saw the gameplay.
It just doesn't look that great.
I saw the gameplay and it looked interesting because it was going to be scenario based kind of thing, but I think it needed it. Like I feel like it needs the extra spine. God damn, Scott Steiner is everywhere today.
You know why it didn't look appealing to me was because it looked like a certain type of licensed game to me.
Okay.
And it gave me those vibes early on.
Yeah, it gave me more like the movie-based games than Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It looked like it looked more like, what was the bad?
More like that Thor game.
Yeah, it looked more like that
mediocre.
Thor, the GameCube Thor game.
Yeah, like the second Hulk game. Which is like, this could be good, but it's mediocre. You know, it reminded me of that whole wave of Marvel games that was like by Sega and somebody else that were like, these are mediocre ass games.
Yeah, and it's not Spider-Man. Like now, especially when the Marvel games are coming out, Spider-Man, you're gonna get compared to Spider-Man. Yep. And that game was fantastic. So
you should, because there should be no more allowances for those really like, these licenses mean something. You can't just be out here putting out this shovelware crap, man. Yeah. It's because you got the license. You can't be doing that.
But that's what people do sometimes.
I just want, speaking of that, I don't want to bring it up and let you know about it. I might not. If I see it for like a heavy discount, I might try it. Yeah. But remember, we went to town on this game a while ago, and it's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah. And all I've heard recently is that game is amazing.
So I think the problem with that game wasn't the game itself. The game was played good. It had good mechanics, and it looks beautiful.
It was definitely the EA-ness.
Yeah, it was the EA and the microtransactions, and you can't level up without fucking buying shit. That was the problem. Mm-hmm. But
I hear now that since they've taken all that stuff out and they've finished, like, you know how we just talked about fighting games and they stay with it and whatnot? So apparently they stay updating the game.
Yeah, and they added so much stuff to that game, and a lot of it's free. So yeah, I would say, like, right now I think it's like $15.
Yeah, now's probably the time to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I may, if it's cheap, I'll probably pick it up as well, because I wanted the Battlefront to be a good game, so hopefully it is now.
Yeah. The only thing I heard is that the lifers will murder you.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only problem.
Yeah, that's every fucking game.
That's true. True. It ain't the first 2 weeks. Yeah, you about to get killed.
Yeah. I'm almost done with Witcher. I'm actually towards the finishing of the main game. Okay. So I'm getting up there. I'm close to the end. There's 3 endings. There's a bad ending, there's a good ending, and there's the best ending.
Do you know? I'm about to say, because we don't know the details for the next game. Like, which one is the canon ending?
So I think it's the best ending. That's the one they want you to kind of have. But then you also have the good ending, which is very similar to the best ending, but it's more like just the relationship with Ciri and stuff like that. So it goes into like Geralt being like kind of a father to her and shit, as the time goes past. Okay. But it's I've been addicted to the game. It's really good. It's very Skyrim-ish in a way.
Well, I was gonna ask you, what's the most, like, the part that makes you want to keep playing the game?
I think the story is really compelling. It's just a really good story. I feel like this game is very Skyrim-ish in a way, but the thing is, you actually build a relationship with the character that you are. Instead of you being the character, it's more like you're playing this guy's story and you're getting into the story. Because in Skyrim, you could be anybody. You could be a tiger if you want.
Yeah, you're a blank slate, basically.
Yeah, so I like the aspect of it. It's a really big game, a really beautiful game when it wants to be. It has fucking retarded glitches sometimes, but other than that, like, that's all big games like that. You cannot make a perfect game like that big.
Unless you take your time.
Not even. You're still going to have hiccups. Somehow, somewhere, you're still going to have hiccups here and there.
Well, that's the thing. I wonder, because Western games seem to have that problem more than Japanese games. Like, I wonder what the difference is in how they release the games. Because
Japan is more
like, if I was to sit here and tell you how many times I experienced a glitch in Monster Hunter World, it's like 0.
So I feel in Japan, it's more simplified.
As in, like, what?
They don't try to overdo things. They do the bare minimum and make it sure it works perfectly.
I don't. But as in, like, You mean
Like, say for instance, all right, if you're gonna compare, if you put the world of Monster Hunter compared to Witcher, you see, Witcher is just overly doing with the buildings and the doors and the little trinkets and the little cats and the thing and like that. In Monster World, you get a world, you get a beautiful world as well, but it's more, all right, this is exactly what we want. We ain't gonna over saturate it with a lot of things in here, but we're gonna have the same quality.
I see what you mean, but
Yeah.
I think the difference is probably they just don't know how to do not glitching games.
Yeah,
And I think it's everybody's engines, and they just work with what they got.
yeah,
Because
be that too.
still, like the types of games that keep coming out, if you compare the types of games to it, like you play Yakuza games,
Yeah.
there's no glitches in those games.
No,
You know what I mean? Like, and that's a different type of game than Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
which is a different type of game than like Dragon's Dogma, which is a game that's an open world type of game. There's no glitches in that game.
I think they have more of a practice of people testing the game out than we have in America.
It's like, but you have things like the 2K stuff, but you know they have their things. But I mean, like you have the rusting glitches of the don't use this year because it's a tragedy of what happened to them. But say like the last year that it did have glitches and it had ridiculous glitches that were hilarious, they passed them out. Yeah. But like you have from that's a one type of game. Then you have say like I don't even want to say The Witcher, but it has like hiccups where it's just like most games of a certain type coming from Japan don't have the hiccups like that.
I think Japan are more with the testing and making sure that they have like hired in testers inside the company. As in in America, I don't think they have that as a priority.
I could definitely see what you mean.
I feel that that's a big thing. Like, I think that's the reason why they'll delay a game, and so they can actually have those testers and fix a lot of the stuff they can. And then now I think also, I feel like in Japan they want to finalize a product to you, so the game is full. There's not going to be a lot of DLC, and if they do, it's all planned within the confines of them already testing it and things like that. As in here, I feel like they were like, all right, if anything, we can still fix it later.
Well, I don't want to call it American. I want to say Western because that's
Western.
a Swedish team. I think they are. The guys, it's the Witcher team.
Yeah.
You're like they're a Swedish team. I don't want to lump them in because like it's just the Western world, the mostly English speaking world is what I mean. Like So that's all. It's just an odd philosophy because you brought up Skyrim. That's not the game. That's got glitches up the yin yang, but not like Oblivion did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like not like Fallout. Oh my god.
I feel like Western system, Western games, they depend on the fixing it later more than Japan does.
Yeah, I got. Yeah. I think that might be like a key thing because like they have the luxury of. Because what you gonna do? Complain?
And I feel like in Japan they're not scared to delay something.
Yeah. Okay, I see that.
I feel like they're not scared. I feel like American companies are too worried too much about the dollar signs of the game. In Japan, I think they worry about the game a bit more than the extra dollar signs afterwards.
Their reputation more than that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's two like mindsets of things.
That's it.
Because one of the weird glitches I get in Witcher is like, say for instance, I do a fast travel.
Okay.
I've done it once and it just made me laugh when I saw it, but then it fixed itself and it was fine. So when I fast traveled to this city that has they have like horses in front of it and shit like that.
Okay.
And when I fast traveled to it, my horse and his horse were in the sky.
Were you still on it?
No, I wasn't on the horse. Like I called my horse and he was in the sky with the other horse near him. But it was like he couldn't move because he was in the sky, and I was just like, okay, I guess I'm walking. And then it landed fixing itself afterwards.
Oh, okay. No, that just reminded me of the Assassin's Creed bugs.
Yeah.
I forgot which game that was, where people's faces turned inside out.
Oh, Unity.
And then I remember the glitches in Black Flag.
Yeah.
And it happened to me once, where the ship would teleport into the water.
Yeah.
And it would leave a ship-shaped hole in the water. It's just like
Yeah.
what the yo.
Yeah, I feel like again Western games. I feel like they rely on the fixing it later kind of thing, and I
It's
feel
like-
like Japan don't.
And it's just like I never want to absolve them or say they're glitch free because like we just got past the AGDQ.
Yeah,
And you can see, no, there's tons of glitches in Japanese games. They have fucking Sekiro's got glitches where you can go through the waters and swim in the air and shit.
Yeah.
There's some weird stuff in that game. Dark Souls has all the glitches people know about. But
yeah,
there's never usually something that you look at and just go, yo, why is my character's arm just like inside out? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened?
yeah. Also, Witcher has a couple with the monsters. When you find a monster, he just starts like flying around and like just ragdolling it.
Oh, speaking of funny things that are recent, though, I don't want to. Again, I'm not ragging on The Witcher. I just bring something I find that's funny. But what did happen over the weekend was people playing, what is it, Dragon Ball Z, Legend of Kakarot?
Oh yeah,
And I sent you some of the glitches from that.
that was fucking funny.
It's just character models. The one I showed you was the Raditz was dead, and he was just standing there.
Yeah,
Like he just got murdered, and he's literally just standing there watching the conversation because his model just propped up. Then I've heard other ones of characters T-posing and sliding off the screen. I need to see these, but
Yeah.
like the stuff I've heard is hilarious.
yeah. It's getting like mixed reviews so far. I've been hearing a lot of like things about it. It's kind of boring as like lifeless.
I can't see again. I can't say flawless because that's a Japanese company right
Yeah.
there. That's Namco. That's Namco Bandai.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then I don't know. Like I'm hearing a lot of bad things about the game so far.
I was so hyped too. I thought I saw Vegeta flying around in a Batman shirt. I thought
Yeah.
that game was untouchable.
Yeah,
'Cause I thought they were going in a certain direction. I still
Yeah.
hear it's fun though. Mad people say it's fun, but it's glitchy
yeah.
at the moment.
Well, we'll see. The reviews should be coming out this week for it. So we go see where it goes from there. But yeah, now I have some space in between. So Yakuza 5 is out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
So the physical copy comes out that week as well
Gotcha.
for the remaster. So I actually might pick it up just because I want the steel case and everything. But yeah, I'm looking forward to
Come
that.
with, like anything cool, right?
It's a steel case of 5 and everything.
No, I mean it doesn't come with like the cool stuff like the other games.
No, I don't. It's just the game and then the steel case.
All right. Oh, have you seen any? Do you? Maybe you don't want to spoil yourself. Have you been watching the guy on YouTube, Devil Lion?
Yeah, I saw the karaoke stuff.
Ah, okay. Because I've seen some of the gameplay, some of the fights for Yakuza 7.
Yeah, you told me about the dragon one. I watched that one.
Yeah, because I didn't know it was just straight up out. It's out in Japan.
Yeah, it's out already in Japan. Like J&L actually has the Japanese version out. You can buy
Is
it.
that special? Do they have a special edition for that?
No.
Okay.
No, no.
Maybe. I wonder if they'll announce a special
I hope so.
version for America.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Maybe like a beer cup. Ramen bowl. I'll take a
I
ramen
wonder
bowl.
what it might have to do something to do with that new guy's personality. I wonder what his
Yeah.
favorite food or thing is.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. They actually don't have a release date in America yet, so
Really? Wow. Okay.
they said to 2020. They just don't have a date.
All right. Okay.
But it's gonna be called Like a Dragon. It's not gonna be part 7.
Take the time. No, it has 7 now. That's the subtitle.
Oh, okay. No, well, the American version, the title has no number. It just says Like a Dragon.
Oh no, it's still in the series canon. It's still the
Yeah.
7th.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'll give it a number.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. Like what I've been watching off of it, I'm happy with it. The gameplay is kind of, I'm still very iffy about the gameplay, but what I've been seeing, like with the sleeping game, when you fall asleep in the theater and you're killing the goats and shit, that was actually pretty funny. The karaoke songs look fucking hilarious. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, so hopefully, again, like Yakuza style has its own style, so I'm looking forward to see what they do with it.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of reminds me of one of the Metal Gear games. Acid.
Yeah,
Did you ever get to play those?
no.
So those were like a puzzle card game.
Okay, yes, it was on Game Boy.
Movement. No, it was not. No, that's a different one. That was actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
It was on PSP.
Okay.
There's Acid 1 and Acid 2. Acid 1 I didn't get to play. Acid 2 was addictive. The unfortunate part was I lost my PSP. It was a white Japanese one. I was so mad.
Yeah.
And it had that game in it. I never bought it again. But that game, it was really good. Like, it was a total side thing. It had a different art style.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of Yakuza 7, whereas like, you know how Metal Gear is an action game, action RPG. Not action RPG. It's like a third-person action game, shooter. Yeah. And they took that formula and turned it into a card game, card-based RPG. It was like, it was pretty good.
I think it would be good. I have good hopes for it.
If anything, I know the soundtrack is already good. I've heard the music.
Yeah, I heard the karaoke songs and those were freaking dope.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard those.
Yeah, there's one of the heavy metal one.
Is it today's age time period?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, it's more current now.
So that means the song. Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking about all the stuff because I realized, man, we've been playing the Yakuza game. It's mostly been a different time frame except 6. So,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, it gets released day soon. Sorry, no.
Yeah. I guess before we sign out, I'd like to bring up the fact that did I mention the Castlevania thing on cast? Or was that before cast?
You mentioned about adding the new characters.
Yeah,
you did it on the cast.
Okay, and then there's season 3 is confirmed. They're just showing off new characters. So go look at the Castlevania Twitter.
Cool.
And you can see the new characters.
Right.
And then something I wanted to bring up because I wanted to ask about it because I remember like I saw posters for that other show related to the character from The Simpsons, but I don't even know if it was about it.
Oh, okay.
Was that cool?
Oh, and so then, they had like a problem. Yeah, there was like a big fucking thing with Apu and how...
the recent thing and this is the story, the headline: Simpsons actor Hank Azaria confirms he will no longer perform as Apu.
Yeah, so he won't do his voice anymore.
And so I just wanted to know, like, did that all start like around that time? Because I think the whole thing behind that show was people kept making fun of the guy or would call him that, and I was like, that's not his name.
No, it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with him and people like calling him anything like that. It was more about they had a big. I think they had a big lawsuit or some shit about Apu a couple months ago.
No, not the guy in real life. No.
Oh.
That show had brought to light. It was a while. What was that show? 2016.
Yeah.
Had brought to light like some things wrong with that, and then from there people started talking about it more and more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it wasn't like the show was trying to get at them. It's just it brought something up, and people were like, "Oh, yeah, that's kind of racist." Blah blah blah.
So he's not doing the voice of Apu anymore. So if they're gonna keep him on the shows, it probably has a different voice. I think they having him leave the show anyway. So we'll see.
That's true.
He does talk a bunch of other characters anyway, so
yeah. That's true.
Because he's Moses, Lack, and a couple other people.
So it's just like, all we know is, so this is a quote, all we know is I won't be doing the voice anymore.
Yeah.
Unless there's somewhere to transition it or something.
Yeah.
He said, hey, what they're gonna do with the characters they're called. Like, so yeah, basically it's not in his hands anyway. It is what it is for him doing the voice. I don't think it was like, we all know it was just he just does the voice well.
Yeah.
We know it was based off of a caricature of Indian people. So
yeah.
And to that point, I could definitely see how people be like, that's fucked up. But it wasn't done with the intention of ever like denigrating Indian people. So
yeah, I kind of want to see the controversy of it. The controversy of it.
No. Well, what I just said, I get it. It's like the character's kind of based off a stereotype.
Yeah. What? Like, isn't everybody's based on a stereotype?
It is. It like you could say it's not as offensive as people might want to call it, but the Indian, whatever mart owner, gas station, convenience store like is a stereotype.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's a stereotype for a reason. That's literally just all it is. That's how the world works.
Like
Or-
he at least they didn't put him as a cab driver too.
This is true. So yeah, again, like if that's the direction that they need to take, more power to them. But
Yeah.
I just thought it was worth mentioning. Like, oh, that's a change. That's I didn't even know he did it.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Oh, you didn't know he talked to him?
No, I didn't know he was still doing. Because again, I can't sit here and say I've been watching The Simpsons for all these years. I've stopped years ago.
Yeah.
But I know when you get something like this about a person who's iconic as Hank Azaria, because The Simpsons is what, 30 years old?
Now to the controversy surrounding Apu.
Saying he's not going to do the voice of a character. It's a big deal. So
That'd be interesting. Again, I haven't watched the current one, so I'm not 100% sure of what's actually going on with the new ones. But that's one thing I know, especially with Disney and the head of things too. It's gonna be interesting what they do.
yeah. True that. Well, you got anything else, Merritt?
That is it. That is all I got. Yeah.
All right. So, thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the Ika's Better Watch Web podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us where and everywhere. All of our social medias and whatnot. We are on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. We are here on YouTube. You can get these episodes of the podcast on SoundCloud, and that's all RedCycloneInc. And the Facebook group, also RedCycloneInc.
Yeah.
So no excuses. It's all the same thing.
Yep.
Where you at, Merc?
You can follow me on all social medias: Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, SoundCloud, Twitch TV, YouTube, or Mark with the Mic. Our Facebook page is The Wrestling Babble and The RedCycloneInc. We're very active on there. Please follow those. And also listen out for and look out for Shell Shock debuting. The Not a Trekkie podcast, the Morphin cast, and all our past episodes all on SoundCloud and YouTube. Definitely check them out. And
I was gonna say, make sure you check out the Monster Hunter episodes going up,
yes,
because Monster Hunter is putting out a new roadmap for at least until the summertime.
oh nice.
No, I believe it's June or July they show.
Okay.
So if you follow them on YouTube, you can see it. They just posted it up. I think it was last night, yesterday morning.
Okay.
So, yes, sir.
I'll probably start streaming again with the Witcher DLC. So after I finish the main game, I'll start doing the DLC on the Twitch. That Mark with the Mic on Twitch.
All right, cool beans.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Thank you for listening, and make sure you follow the Jinkies.
Always follow Jinkies. Follow the
Jinkies.
Jinkies. Later.
Peace.